Hey guys, how you doing? It's been a while. Thought it's winter time. Have some time on my hands. Been thinking of some different tools that I haven't been using much of, such as a combination tool, and I've been trying to come up with some ideas on what to use, what to do as far as this goes. So I figured we'd do some tool talk. So one thing that I've been trying to figure out is how to make a combination tool with the Mowerman Flick Pad. But the thing is, I'll be honest, I do not like the liquidator. That might piss off Bob, but Bob, gotta be honest about what I like, what I don't like, and it's not a tool for me. The only slim channel I'll use is the Ettore channel. Simple as that. I know it's quality. I know it's going to do a good job on every single frame. I don't mind taking the towel out, making sure every job looks good. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. That's fine with me. But as far as I'm concerned, it's got to get everything on the glass good. The middle, the sides, everything. And if my channel is somehow leaving skip marks or lines or anything like that, and if I can see those in my videos, that's when I really know, and I'm not seeing them in person, that it's not looking good. And I see that in other people's videos with the liquidator. I see lines on the glass I don't think they're seeing, or maybe they just do not care. I don't know what it is. But if I were you, I'd start checking your jobs with that liquidator time after time. And I'll tell you what, I think you're going to find stuff that you may not like on those jobs. Probably the customer's probably not going to say anything, to be quite honest with you. I've had jobs in the past where I've came back and I've seen things that I look at and see, but if you're not a window cleaner, you're not going to see those things. The best thing that people really know is Windex and paper towels, and that's what they consider window cleaning until a professional window cleaner comes along with a squeegee and a mop and they do a good job. They never look at the windows again. They just make sure they're clean and they're good with it. So what am I trying to figure out here? Trying to figure out a combination tool. So I have the wagtail here, the pivot control handle. Now it used to have this on the top with the black piece, and you used to pivot on the top. Then you had stoppers in these holes where the handle would stop. That was great, but what I found was that it was sticky on the glass because the angle was probably like at a 40 to 45, probably a 45 to 50 degree angle, to be quite honest with you. Like I said, that ain't gonna work anymore. So I switched it to this, which I think gives it more of like a 30 to 35 degree angle, which makes it really pretty good. So I was using this channel, and I was talking to Luke, the window cleaner. He told me, these clips will slide on to, these stainless steel channels from Ettore quite easily. And the problem I did, though, is a long time ago I dog-eared them, so they wouldn't slide on. So I had them just clipped on, and really it was holding on pretty nicely. But, they'll slide off. But when I was using it, it never did come off. So it's something you can definitely do. And then you can just use it like this too. There's no other really modifications I've done to this. I posted a picture of this on Facebook and on like some of the window cleaning channels, and somebody thought, I screwed in this. This is something that Wagtail does when they send you these channels, so you can keep the channel in. So that's nothing I did. So I started thinking, well, what am I going to do here? And so I ordered the accelerator. I was part of the Mowerman group that got some of the free stuff, but they can't figure out how to send stuff to an address, so screw that. Had to pay for my own. Oh well. So this is the accelerator. Many people know I don't need to say anything about it. There's too many videos out there talking about it anyways. So the idea that I've gotten from Luke the window cleaner, is cut off these teeth. Well, they haven't done yet because I just got this. So I'm going to cut off these teeth and make it so that it will hold on to these stainless steel channels. Now it's going to hold on right now, right? It's going to hold on. But the thing is that the angle is going to be off because of those teeth in there. Hopefully you can see that. I'm on an iPhone, so it kind of sucks. those teeth are going to make the angle bad. It's just going to make it just a little bit too far up, which is going to make it grab on the glass. You need that just a little bit extra right there be cut out so that the angle is good enough so you can work with everything, right? So then I ordered these channels, and that's another great feature of this thing. Does not come off easy off anything. Woo! Yay! I ordered these stainless steel channels from ABC Window Cleaning, and I got them. And you know, I don't know what they changed at Ettore, but I got something a little bit different than what I expected. And it's almost like a mixture of a wide body and a slim channel. If you can see in the video there, in that image, there is an extra lip now to these stainless steel channels. Let me grab this right here. Let me undo this just so we can get it. You can really see this. So this, I've dog-eared, of course. But this is a stainless steel channel I probably ordered 3 years ago, right? And this is the one I ordered just yesterday and got it in a day. But I live in Colorado, ABC Window Cleaning is in Colorado, so everything comes from them really, really fast. It's really nice. So, if you look at those two ends, they're different. It's the same channel. Ordered it. I did not see on the image on the website that this was what I was getting, but you could even see it there. That there's an extra lip to it. Okay. This one, there's no extra lip to it. Now, the reason why I say that's like a mixture of like a wide body channel is here's a Sorbo channel. They have this extra lip up here, right on the top, which makes it, when it curls back, just gives it a little bit easier of an area for the rubber to curl on, as far as the tongue of the rubber. What's it gonna do? I don't know, but the one thing I know that it will do is it will make these channels last longer, because I can tell that the middle is thicker than these slims than they used to come, and these slims would bend a lot. Now, would it really mess you up that much? No, but I think maybe, you know, when people let them fall, and you know, if you let them fall and you're doing high rise, you're screwed. I mean, you know, a Sorbo is gonna probably bend with that, but I mean, it's very hard to, you know, bend one of these Sorbos overall. Now, thing I was thinking of, all right, well, I have a 14, and that's great, but 14, what the fuck does that do that's too great? So, I bought an 18 of these channels, of this stainless steel aluminum channel, and I ordered the flick, the 18-inch flick. As I gotta say, you know, something they really did well, Mormon, was these sleeves they make. Not only this one, but the regular blue microfiber sleeve they make, they're awesome. I mean, the water retention on them is the best of anything you'll ever find out there. I find they'll retain so much water that you got to be careful with, you know, jamming it into the sides of rubber seals, especially the top of lower windows. You may get drips after you walk away, to be quite honest. That's how much water was in them, but that's not a bad thing. Now, here's the nice thing. Now, you can make this into, if you wanted, you could put, you know, a Sorbo handle on here, and you just tighten this down. I'm gonna do it right now. This is my ultimate goal. I love Sorbo. I think everybody knows it. I'm a Sorbo ambassador. You know, it's my type of tool. I really got Sorbo just because in 2012 I hurt my shoulder so bad that I couldn't close out with the slimline channels when I was just straight pulling on top windows. So I bought Sorbo because I actually bought a Ninja first. Used that, loved it, but I found that the Ninjas had too much water on the sides. So I said, screw this, I'm gonna find something else. And the company I worked at, they provided rubbers, but The only rubbers they provided at the time were the rubbers for Ettore. So why does that suck? Those rubbers don't fit in store-bought channels. So even though I worked for someone, I was getting paid shit at the time with the company I worked for. I do work for someone now, but extremely happy with how that's going, so you don't have any complaints there. You know, I switched to store-bought because I said, I gotta find something that when I close out with my pole at the top, won't hurt my shoulder. Dislocated my shoulder, broke my humerus, bicep, tricep, deltoid nerves and tendons, all completely shocked, where I literally couldn't lift a pound with this arm for a good 6 months. So window cleaning actually saved my arm. The motion of it, everything. I worked with my left arm for 6 months. You know, I can use both hands very extremely well. It's a nice feature to have, and I probably would never have learned it. That never would have happened. But here we go. You can tighten these on to the slimline channels. And the first time I actually saw this was from a guy on YouTube. And I never even thought of it, and I should have thought of it. I think it's CNC window cleaning, a guy out of San Diego. He's made some YouTube videos here in the past few months. Pretty informative on his videos. Overall, some good stuff to watch. So, just trying to get this aligned in the middle here, I keep seeing. So, my idea here, hopefully, when I use this, it's snowing out today, so I'm going to have to work today, is I'm going to put this here, and it's really nice. These clips hold on to these new channels really well. So my hope is I can do that, wash the window, let it down, squeegee the window. But I'm worried about that right there. I can see that, but I know after the water gets in it for a while, it's not going to be so bad. I'm going to try it with some different handles. I'm going to see how it goes. I can see it really working out pretty well for me. Even using like the ledger handle here. But the one problem with that is to get these suckers on, I'm going to have to do this, which isn't really that bad. Once you put these on, you know, they're on. But this will give me the clearance underneath to where I can make this all work out really nicely. So look at that. So you got enough room below. So I'm just figuring this out on this video, you know, like which way I'm going to use this. Put it on that window, wash the window, boom, let it go. Wash the window, boom, it's done. So there's some ideas, you know, as far as tools with a combination. You don't got to use everything that's out there. You got to use a combination of the tools that are out there. You know, and you know, one other tool I talk about, I don't see much guys really use them on any of these videos, is ledgers. Ledgers are an amazing tool. I have some videos on my channel of me using this double bend ledger. When I say double bend, it's got a bend here, it's got a bend here. This is 16 inches. I have a Sorbo 18-inch channel on it. Now, I used to use these a long time ago with slimline channels. Problem with slimline channels is when you do straight pulls at anywhere from 18 to 30 feet, to get to the bottom frame is very hard. To get to the bottom of the frame, as in closing out, so that when a customer is walking up and seeing these windows, or when a customer is up in the second floor looking out these windows, they don't see a bar of water that big or that big on the bottom. They see nothing. It looks like a person was right up on that window being able to do it. I used this in a 4-week period, and the amount of work, I use it every week, and sometimes for 4 hours at a time. We have a big business that we do that have a lot of buildings, and since I started working for this company, they use a mixture of, you know, doing the ladders and using ledgers, but they were using just this ledger, which will do your job okay. But when you have this, I mean, this will make your job so easy. And I know there's guys out there that do it that just don't post videos about them. But a guy originally taught me how to use one of these when I first started window cleaning, and I learned it with the slim line and learned how to close out deep with a slim line. I put a Xero on it. It was like butter. I mean, it's going to be so easy for you to do second floor, third story windows. Now, anything over there, water fed pole, or lifts, or rope. So that's what you're going to do with those. But if you're doing some of these other places, there's no reason you shouldn't be using one of these. Have 3 30-foot poles. One with this, 2 guys, 1 scrubbing, 1 squeegeeing, and then a third pole with a towel on it to towel the top after you do it. And I tell you what, that's going to go so much faster than you ever thought. I know people are going to look at this video and they're going to say, man, you're stupid. You got to use a water-fed pole for that kind of shit. I'm telling you right now, don't waste your time. Have 2 people do it. Water-fed pole has its uses. Yes, high, weird, odd windows, cutouts. I mean, it's great for that kind of stuff, and it saves time. But you got to look at other things too and say, not all high windows need a water-fed pole. You can do them with tools like this, and I'm telling you, a wide body channel is the best way to do it. I would go with Xero. I wouldn't go with anything else on it though. I've used super channels. I've used Pool X wide body channels. I've used Ninja channels, the Unger, and it doesn't work the same. But when you use this is the shit right here, man. You can't get better than that. And then for in your inside places that have really deep ledges, this is the tool. I got a what is this? I think it's the Black Cobra Xero channel, and it's nice because on this, this is actually, it's broken in here on the plastic. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's broken in here. It's cracked. What they did when they sent this to me, and I don't know, my boss actually, he hadn't seen this before in there, but they have steel in there and then riveted in, and man, it holds. So anything, and it's got a little flex to it. You can't see it there, but when you get your pole, it's got a little bit of flex. But anything like 4 to 12 feet up above, you're going to get all the way to the bottom with it. Now it's really going to take you to feel it, and it might be easier for me because I'm 6'2", and I can do stuff like that a little bit easier than maybe guys who are, just a little bit shorter. I've seen guys have issues with it, and it takes a while to get. But once you get it, I mean, the time saved with it is amazing. Get to know it. You can even use one of these for lower windows if you feel like it. I find, because I use Xero, they close out really easy. Everything works really easy with them. But I hope this has kind of helped somebody out there. I know I kind of rambled on for a while. There may be some things in this video, but some may not like. But understand, from every window cleaner, you can learn something. It doesn't matter who or what, whether it's about tools or whatever they might be sharing. It's a great thing to be doing. May not be for all, but hopefully, these tools and ideas can be helpful to somebody out there. I hope to be making some more videos. I've really taken a step back from it recently, just because of exhaustion of window cleaning in general and not having the time to set up a camera, really. But hope we'll get back into it a little bit more, hopefully, to share some more stuff. But I found that, out of the videos I made, I didn't really know more what else to do. So I hope this video has helped, and keep on trucking, and talk to you guys later.